How you doing, Quan?
What's going on?
What's up, Quan?
What's up?
So, how's college track treating you?
I mean, it's going. I mean, the pandemic kind of like threw it off a little bit. When it comes to like track and school, it's really not the move right now at all.
Yeah. So, how did the pandemic affect college track?
It impacted it big time. Like, I mean, it took away kind of motivation for it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I had a little bit of passion for it,
Mm.
and it kind of snatched it away a little bit because when I'm at home, I'm dealing with home things.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm at school, dealing with school things.
Yeah.
So it's like, it really wasn't going good for me. I actually had like a mental breakdown. And it was, it broke me down all the way down. Like, this pandemic has shown me where my strengths are and where my weaknesses are at. And mainly what I've been focused on now since the semester is over is rebuilding. Like, took the weakness that I saw and now I'm trying to strengthen it up. So that way when I go into this next semester, I have something, to go off based on the last one.
Yeah.
Now, track-wise, that coaches haven't even really said anything too much about it. I'm not really focusing on it. Whatever don't happen. I just got to keep moving. So that's why I'm working on, like, the podcast and, clothing brands and trying to start my program up, my organization. So it's like I've been working crazy. Don't get me wrong. I still work at Subway. I still work at Subway.
Hey, we all
what I'm saying? I'm still there, still doing that. Actually, I might have a new job coming along at Secure. So it's like I'm still working these jobs, but it's also I'm trying to build something, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes. Don't really talk too much about them because it's like I don't want to put, how should I say this? I don't want to put stuff that is not done yet out there. Yeah. I want it to be done, then I tell you that it's out there.
So tell us a little about, we talked earlier about your podcast that you're starting up. Can you tell us a little bit about like what the podcast is going to be about and when it's coming up?
So pretty much my sister, shout out Ari, her name's Ariana. One day we was just sitting in the room, we was like, man, we be having like real talks, like real conversations about everything. Like we talk about everything. So it's like every person that we talk to, they like what we talk about, the topics and how it can keep going. And we was like, you know what, fuck it, let's make a podcast. Like let's do this. Let's go ahead and start the stepping stones to making this podcast and setting it up. Once again, that's another thing we don't want to just throw out there because we want it to look good. When it goes out, we might not get that many views, we might not get that many likes when it first started, the subscribers. That don't matter. It's all about appearance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you put that stuff out there, you want it to look good.
Yeah. So when I can only speak for me and Jake. The amount we've learned while putting up this podcast is insane.
Like stuff you wouldn't even realize you need to know, like just dumb little things. But
we can help you out if you ever need any help. We could definitely give you.
Most definitely, and vice versa because it's like my big reason of coming on here is like to support. You know what I'm saying? Seeing somebody finding, doing something different. Yeah. You don't see too many people around here that do podcasts or opening up, actually listening to what people say around this county. Like, this county's so small, so we need to see how people think, how people maneuver, what's their thoughts and their feelings. So it's like, the fact that you guys are doing this podcast thing too, it kind of triggers some interest in me getting to be a guest. Yeah, definitely. Like, what should we do on this end, you know what I'm saying? And if you guys ever want to be guests on our podcast,
of course,
doors are always open, you know what I'm saying?
So, what's it being like? You have a lot. Like you said, your clothing brand, stuff like that. So, what inspired you to be the kind of entrepreneur you are right now?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah. My mom inspired me. Like, she is an independent woman, man.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like every step that she take. No offense if she see this. Yeah. I try to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be better than her. And I'm sure she want me to be better than her too. So everything that she do, I try to 10 times it. You know what I'm saying? Like, up it a little bit. So my mom right now, she's working on bath salts and therapy stuff, like, because she has body issues. So, like, she's taking her situation to help other people's situations. So it's like, that's dope. Like, I respect that as a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Women hold a lot of power. So it's like, whenever a woman like spits knowledge to me, I take it.
Beside every strong man is a strong woman.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I actually talked to your mom at work the other day about the podcast.
Yeah. She I told her I was doing it. She was like, "Oh, I love Jake. I love Jake." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, there are areas that she helped me. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it's just been me and my mom on the journey. You know what I'm saying? I listen to her. You know what I'm saying? She might think I don't listen to her, but I listen to her.
Yeah.
I might not listen to her how she want me to.
Yeah.
But I do. And it's like, back on the entrepreneur thing, it's nothing like having your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's nothing like having your own. Nobody can't take that from you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can take those ideas and visions, those big plans that you have away from you.
Yeah.
It will always be there.
Yep.
Now, whether you do it, it's on you.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I'm going to do it. I'm going to always do it. I'm not going to say something and then not do it, you know? So that's where my motivation and everything came from.
Yeah, it was a very empowering talk right there.
I just got like...
You got chills?
Yeah.
Is that because it's
I
cold
don't know.
in here?
I don't know if it's because it's 30 degrees.
Yeah, because it's cold as hell.
So, one thing that we brought up before we started filming was your scar.
Oh, yeah, man.
How'd you get that thing?
This thing right here, man.
So, what happened with that?
So, it was my senior year. It was a scrimmage. I think we was playing Sarasville. And I was at running back. And I don't know why the hell Coach trying to put me in there, but I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna make a play. I went in there. Next thing you know, I'm being handed the ball. I'm running. I'm like, oh yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
I went through the gap. Dude was there. Promise you. He hit me, but I spinned off him. Went to the end zone. I'm like, oh, that was tough.
So you scored?
Yeah, I scored. Yeah. I scored. I'm like, oh yeah, that's I'm lit. I'm hot. I forgot who exactly it was. It was one of the big guys. Quan, your arm is bleeding. I'm like, huh? Look at it's gushing blood. Like, all I saw was a hole in my arm. Like, and so I run over there. I run over to Coach Turner. He's like, what the hell are you doing? You gotta go back in there. I just flashed him the arm. He was like, oh, he like, it was like he didn't knock it off, but it was like a grossed out feeling for him. He was like, oh, what the hell? He was like, trainer. And he went on about his business. Yeah. And I'm just sitting on the ground, and Coach Bernard thinks that I was in shock. But honestly, my adrenaline was running. I didn't feel nothing. Yeah. Like, I didn't feel nothing at all.
So you're very athletic. So I was just wondering, I couldn't find any stats of you online. So for track, just for everyone listening, what school do you go to?
I go to Bowie State University.
Bowie State.
Yeah.
So
HBCU.
Have you competed in any competition yet?
Unfortunately, no. No. I have not. There was some situations with some transcript stuff going on, and it threw me. That's a part of my life. That was a journey, man. When the transcript thing went through, it knocked me off. NCAA said I wasn't eligible, and I wasn't able to run. I did make the roster. I made tribal team, but like, unfortunately, my coach had to follow the rules because NCAA, as y'all know, is over top of all. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, whatever they say goes.
Yeah, they're the big almighty.
Yeah. So it threw me off. It killed me a little bit, but like, it was like, this is my life. That's my life. Yeah. My life doesn't. I don't think nobody's life goes smooth, but like, I know for sure mine don't. Like, when I get somewhere, I'm always go back down, but when I do go back up, I'm going back up 10 times harder. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna go there and then past there. You know what I'm saying? So it's still on the looks of it. My coaches always talk to me. They always train me. They never left me alone. Because I'm a fighter, man.
So do y'all like still have training still with the pandemic and all that, or
no, not right now.
Is it like on your own type of thing? Like,
it's kind of on your own. But right now, I think they're trying to open up the training thing. But every time they do, it shuts right back down.
Just gets pushed back.
Yeah, so it's like, I always train.
Yeah.
I always train throughout the week, weekends, no matter what. Like, I just got back into my boxing thing, so.
You're boxing?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. It's a lot on the body, man. I'm trying to tell you this now.
Oh, dude, I'm fully aware. Well, not fully aware. So I signed up for jiu-jitsu, right? So I go the Monday. It was the 22nd, I think, was that Monday, 21st of December.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Jake go there, and he's like, yeah, come on in, we'll sign you up. I was like, okay, sweet, because I was going to start training, like, because I legitimately wanted to learn jiu-jitsu.
Right.
So I drop him back off at his house. I go to the, it's called Calvert MMA.
Okay.
I went there, I signed up. The guy was cool. I asked him if he thought I was going to end up in the UFC. He said everyone had to start somewhere. So I signed up for 2 weeks for, I think it was about $50. I can't give you the exact price.
Mm-hmm.
But I signed up. He said, I was like, when's the next class? He said 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Right.
So I go home. I'm like all pumped up. I tell my parents, I'm like, I'm going to do jiu-jitsu. One day I'm going to be in the UFC, right? I get up at 6:30 in the morning, right? After being up till like about 2 a.m. I go there, right? And nobody's there. The lights are turned off. I'm like, what is going on here, right?
Sketchy.
Everything's turned off. So I'm like, okay, let me check the website. The website says there's no class at 8 a.m. So I was like, okay, but the Monday before that, there was a class. So I'm thinking he must have got confused.
Right.
I go home. I come back the next day at 8 a.m. No one's there. I'm like, okay, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. So I go work. I come back, and at that time on the schedule for beginning classes of jiu-jitsu for beginners, no one's there. So I'm like, something's fishy. I wait one more day. I go, same thing happens.
Did you ever call them?
Yeah, I called him
like,
multiple
that's
times.
What I was like, did you?
Multiple times.
So you talked to this guy one time?
One time, yep.
Okay.
And then I kept calling there. No one answered. And for 2 weeks, I waste of $50. For 2 weeks, I didn't get 1 ounce of training in. And then me and Jake decided to come up with this, and we actually wanted to pursue it. So
he pretty much robbed you.
Yeah, they pretty much took his 50 and
yep. And I'm perfectly fine with saying it right now because nobody's called me back. Nobody has, given. I didn't even get a receipt when I signed up. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure it's a legit class because people were actually taking classes there when I signed up. But it was a little bit weird how for 2 weeks I got no response and I couldn't go.
It is by the 7-Eleven. Like, the 7-Eleven in, like, off Route 2?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Yeah, but it's, like, right next to a gas station. It looks a little like...
So this is a phony one.
No, it's real.
It's real, but, like, it's probably not the best.
It's a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, so the Gracie family was, like...
Well, this is what I would say. To the guy that took my man $50. He's going to blow up.
Oh, I'm coming for you.
And he's gonna surpass that $50.
Yeah. So what about you said you're taking boxing. What made you get into that?
I used to be around it a lot when I was young. Yeah. My uncle, he used to tell me all the time, like, boxers were always in shape. My godfather used to say the same thing. So I was like, man, I want to be around it. So I ended up going. When I was younger, I used to go to this place called Headbangers. Like, I used to just go and watch. Never did anything. Just used to watch them box and used to watch it at home and everything. Like, when I say I'm athletic and athlete, I like almost every sport. So, like, I like to just look at it, break it down and everything. So for a long time, I kind of used to do, like, little training things, but never got into it because football.
Do you know the one kid that went to our school that played football for, like, 1 year? His name's, like, AJ.
AJ.
He had the lock on the helmet thing.
Oh, you talking about AB?
Yeah.
Arthur?
Yeah, Arthur.
Yeah.
He's on Street Beast boxing, and he's, like, undefeated.
Yeah,
we want to have him on. If he ever watches this, we want him on.
Nah, I talked to him, so I'll let him know.
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
Doing this, I'm sure you'll come to notice it when you start up your podcast. you get to talk to some amazing people. Like we've reached out, people have reached out to us, and we've literally had phone conversations with people that we never thought we'd be talking to. So the amount of people you get to meet and talk to and get to know, and
it's a journey.
Yeah, we like I said, we pull everyone gets pulled up. That's the great thing about a podcast. Everyone. It's
another guy that I want y'all to speak to, if he's willing to come on here. My boy Lamar. I don't know if y'all know about him. Too Solid for Life. Yeah. The thing we were doing. And NFA Mar, the guy, that's my boy. He a rapper. Man, he has elevated so much.
What does he do?
He raps. I mean,
is it good?
Yeah. I wouldn't be talking about him if he wasn't.
Yeah, we definitely play it right now. If we did, it would 100% get taken down. That's the main problem with. We were gonna put a TV screen right there, and whenever someone brought up a video or someone wanted to promote their music, let's take a look. But the main problem would be, since we're just starting out, it would get flagged almost immediately.
Copyright, all that stuff.
But yeah, so you said something about you like watching all sports and you like watching them and picking them apart and stuff. How has that helped you as an athlete going into college? You know what I mean? Like, how has that affected you in a way that made you better?
I mean, it affected me because it's like I always try to figure things out, like, and pinpoint exactly where I need to improve at, like, whether it's mentally, physically. Most of it, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not afraid to say it. Sometimes it's mentally, because you run into things that break you down.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you gonna keep going? And that's what, like, boxing. That's why I say back to boxing. Like, mentally, when you down, crouched out in that corner getting your ass whooped, like, you're fatigued.
Yeah.
Fatigue will make a sucker out of anybody. Like, and you in that corner, you getting hit in your ribs, and it shows, like, in your mental, how hard do you want to go? Like, are you going to get that dog out of you and fight back, or are you going to just keep getting your ass whooped? Like,
so have you, how long, I don't think, how long have you been doing boxing?
I mean, right now, like, actually getting into the training deep now. Like, right now. But, like, I've always been skill-wise when it came to boxing. Like,
and you like watching it?
I love watching it.
What's who's your favorite boxer?
Honestly, I wouldn't even say I have a favorite. I love each boxer that came out because of their style. Every boxer has their different style. But if I would have to say someone that I would look up to as in money and business wise, I would have to say Mayweather.
Yeah, of course, that dude's.
Yeah, he's putting money into
mastered it.
Yeah, like, a lot of people talk about him, but it's like he knows how to maneuver his money. In the beginning, he didn't, but now he do. Now
it's
he
like
do.
the same thing with Conor McGregor and all that. They like hype the fight up so much, get all the publicity, all the ads, all that.
Yeah, like, this dude, he knows, and I pay attention to him too when it comes to
Conor McGregor.
Well, no.
Which one?
Floyd.
Oh, Floyd.
Yeah, money wise, I pay attention to him a lot because he knows how to put money and invest in a lot of things. Like I always tell people, I know these rappers sound silly sometimes, rappers, athletes, whatever, but, like, kind of like look at their books.
They know what they're doing. Their
podcasts and this stuff, they know what they're doing. Some of that stuff be commercial, bro. Like,
you know, Floyd Mayweather, a lot of his family were, famous boxers. So he grew up with that from a very young age. Like, you said you grew up around it too. Yeah. He grew up from the second, he was able to walk. They were teaching him how to box.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't like that, but, like, because for a long time my mom was against it, still against it.
Yeah.
But, like,
they don't want to see you get your face beat in.
Yeah, like, she's still against it, and it's like, honestly, it's not even about. I would say it's not about getting your face beat in. I think she's more focused on, like, she don't want anything happen to me, like, because all it takes is one hit.
Yeah, long term type of stuff.
Yeah, long term. Like, it only takes one hit. So it's one of those deals where, like, she said, do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do it, do it. Right now, I'm not competing right now, but definitely training hard. Definitely staying.
So,
condition.
With your podcast, do you have an idea of when that's going to be starting to come out to the public?
Right now we're actually trying to set up our photo shoot, video shoot to like create that intro, because we want to get that intro down pat first. Like,
definitely.
we definitely want to get that intro down pat, and then from there, I would say we're looking for the video shoot around January 23rd.
Okay.
So once we're done with that, we rocking and rolling.
Is it gonna be done locally, like around here, or is it like?
Funny thing is, we're doing it in the bedroom, bro. We're making the studio in the bedroom.
That was what we were thinking, but
Yeah.
then we had like, we can't have a bunch of people just walking in the house.
We run it off guests, so we can't just have like a lot of people coming in.
See, the thing with us is like, it's not going to be necessarily set up like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and that's the good thing about pocket. Everybody kind of have it set up differently.
Yeah.
And ours is like more of a kickback thing. You know how when you go to a kickback area, you sitting back. So we got 2 chairs, and we might have like a fold-up chair over there. And we're going to put a bunch of posters on the wall and stuff like that. So it's like, we pretty much come and sit in the chair and we're going to talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come up with some topics.
So what about your clothing brand? You said you have a clothing brand coming out?
Yeah, so on that, I actually have a new one coming out. This one's gonna definitely be big. This one is definitely gonna be big. I wasn't gonna really say too much about it, but I'll give y'all a little bit on it. It's called QV, Quality Vision. I already have an Instagram up, so if you guys want to follow that, quality.visions.
We'll put it in the description of the video. We'll plug all your information.
Yeah, so it's gonna be big. I plan on really adding my taste to it, because when it comes to fashion, I really do like fashion too.
Yeah.
I love fashion. I like dressing up. I like doing a lot of things. Like, and
So are you like designing all this stuff too?
right now I'm designing the logo.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have somebody build it for me and put it together, because some things I might need help with. So, but clothing wise, I'm not making the clothes right now because of the equipment. Is expensive.
Yeah.
But I definitely have the ability to do it. Like, I've made clothing before. I've customized clothes before. So it's something that I like to do on the side. But I'm probably making my main, and not main, but one of those big things that I do. So it's definitely coming out soon, real soon.
You got to send it to us.
I will.
You got to give us. You got to give us some free shirts. We'll wear them.
I'll hook y'all up. I'll hook you up. I'm making hats, socks, everything. Like, it's gonna be legit.
You make heaters?
Yeah. We could use
an installation.
Man, I can hook you up something. I can bring one from my room.
Yeah. We're gonna need. It's a work in progress, Quan.
Oh yeah, nah, I definitely respect it, man. Like, I respect it for real. Like, that's like I said, that's why I came on. And like, whenever I see somebody trying to do something, I definitely want to support on every end. I don't care what you're doing.
Yeah.
If it's something that I can help you with or give you advice on, I would definitely do it.
You said you make socks?
I said I can. I
don't
don't
need
make
some
them
socks
yet.
right about now. My toes, I can't feel them.
Man.
Some
Can you feel
winter
'em?
socks.
Y'all-
maybe.
Yeah, some cotton.
Y'all might need some fuzzy ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we might have to wear
The
those. hospital-
thermals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put the heat in your shoes. Don't when you're football.
Yeah,
when you
the
put the
football
heat.
shaker.
Yeah.
You talking about those heaters?
Yes.
Like you
Oh,
break
yeah.
up. We didn't
I
even
forgot.
think about
I forgot
that.
about this.
Man, but pretty much, I'm gonna just say this on this end. My boys, they know who they are. I don't really gotta say name by name. I just want to tell them, man, we're gonna go up, but we're all gonna go up on our own end. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I love my boys. Like, they like my brothers.
Mhm.
Like, and I really want to see us elevate as men. You know what I'm saying? And I mess with you too. I want to see y'all elevate as men. And I don't want to see anybody down. You know, you may have your down moments, but I want to see everybody that I seen now. I want to see them at a different level. Like, I don't want to ever see you at the same level.
Same thing, doing the
Yeah,
same thing
no.
every day.
No, like, if you can leave Calvert, you know.
Oh.
And even if
100%.
and even if you don't leave Calvert, do something big. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be sitting in your mom's basement or your dad's house or wherever you staying at. Just don't do it.
So, all right, we don't really have a lot of time, but I wanna get this out before we end this. What are your plans for after college as of right now?
Well, right now I'm majoring in psychology, so I plan on after I go to grad and everything. Of course, I'm gonna do internships and everything. But I plan on being a traveling mentor, traveling counselor, and mainly focusing on kids and maybe athletes as well. And if I can, I want to extend it to like marriage counseling. You know what I'm saying? So I want to open up a facility. I actually have an organization up in the makes. It's called YK4C, Young Kings for Change, and it's definitely going towards the youth. So I want to, by the time I graduate, I want to have that up. I want to have that organization everywhere. Like, I want to have some people in different locations mentoring kids, you know, under my organization, YK4C. That's going to help build men, build females. Just need the youth. We need some change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need some power, and when it comes to power, you got to be together. You can't. One person can't just carry all the power. So you got to pass it down.
I think we need to start with kids, especially today. So much of our country is messed up right now, and we need people like to come up and change the. It sounds cliche, but literally change the country. Because now,
for sure.
Yeah.
Guidance. That's where it starts.
Yeah, guidance. Parenting.
Guidance. Because of course, we are growing. You know what I'm saying? We're not all the way there. We're not grown.
We
yet.
still gotta learn.
We have to still learn a lot of things, but to a 3-year-old, we've seen more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To a 5-year-old, we've seen more. So if we can pass that information down and kind of guide them the right way and show them the ropes to where we are at, because we can't really show them the ropes to life.
Yeah, we don't know too much.
We don't really know too much about life. We just can show them what we've been through, our experience, and do it for the best, you know, see, and show the people that they have an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, those who don't expand their knowledge and, you know, communication, talking to people, and also read. I'm being so serious. I did not want to read, but like now that I've been focused on reading and stuff, bro, you learn a lot from a book. Yeah. You learn a lot from a book, and it's like, it's powerful. So like, I would definitely say like, kind of lean them towards reading stuff, like, because when you reading, your brain is collecting all that data and that information, and it's breaking it down how you understand.
Yeah.
Not from somebody else. It's breaking it down from how you understand it. Because I can tell you the same thing that you just read, I can tell you what I got from it, but you may not see it that way.
And the whole other.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we definitely got to get the youth to that, for sure.
Yeah. So right now we're running out of time. If you have anything you want to plug, your Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, you know, where you go to school, your clothing brand, podcast, anything, you can just look into the camera and tell them.
Okay. My Instagram is Quan_YK4C, and my clothing brand Instagram is quality.visions, and also the podcast was Q&A Kickback. You can follow, you can subscribe, whatever you want to do on YouTube. We don't have anything up other than that, but we can definitely get some stuff up.
And anything extra you could tell us, and we could put it in the description.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really have nothing else, to be honest.
All right. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to this video for another
Hold on,
podcast.
one more thing.
All right.
Hey, go follow my man, Lamar. Lamar_2S for L. Lamar.
Yeah.
NFA. Too solid. You already know.
And that dude from, what's his name? Dude from Fight, or Street Beats.
Oh, Arthur? Yeah, AB.
Yeah.
I don't know his act, but go follow him. You have fun.
Bad news.
Bad news.
Yep. All right. Yep. Like and subscribe. We'll have another one next week.
Next Monday.
We're good.